There we go.
Okay, now I could hear you. You could hear me?
Yep.
Okay, sweet. Let's do this.
So yeah, the call outs pretty much can all happen with the click of right bumper.
Right.
Even when it comes to loot and specific items, the ping system is very beneficial because you can ping out any loot items that you see on the map. So if there's like a legendary shield, even though that you have one equipped, but let's say Snoop doesn't, you can ping that, letting him know it's here. It stays on the map for a couple of seconds so that whoever needs it can run to it. You can ping enemies' locations by double tapping right bumper. You can also say, hey, somebody's been here before by holding down the right bumper and then scrolling through the wheel. So that's normally the ones that you need the most. So this I still have to get used to. I don't know how this works.
Should I just be Lifeline?
No, you can be Bangalore.
Big dangs are coming for us.
Oh, I guess so.
Oh, no. You ran out of time. So you have, I want to say, like 10 seconds to pick a character. And then if you don't pick in that 10 seconds, it picks it for you.
Gotcha.
So since you used Lifeline before, it defaulted it to Lifeline.
Gotcha.
So you can favorite the character that you like the most.
Okay.
So right now you have a tank, the tracker, and the healer. She's the only, you're using Lifeline, who's the only field medic in the game. This is also cool too because it lets you know they won a game previously before this.
Huh.
And then you get 500 XP points based off of them.
Okay.
And then now those banners are
Suggest launch solo? What?
you can launch solo by holding B or suggest a launch. And the cool thing in this is that everybody launches together.
Gotcha.
The third person I pick.
Yeah, so the last person.
Here we go. Hang tight.
Oh, this is pretty cool. Okay, didn't know this part.
Yeah. And now you hold X if you want to stop following somebody, and then you can go teeter off somewhere else.
Right.
So if Snoop and then your random decides that they want to split off or deviate, they can. Sometimes it's just a bad idea. Sometimes it works out for your favor. Sorry, idea.
Nah, that's cool. I was just trying to make sure I could also hear my right ear.
I would hope you can hear your right ear.
Because it's in closed headphones.
The map is pretty damn big too.
Does this work?
No,
Nope.
There's no vehicles because player mobility is, I think, the highest of any of the BRs.
You can run up a
I
wall.
need to turn my sensitivity up.
Yeah, you can. You have some sort of semblance of wall running, but it's not
take
like
no
the
fall
parkour
damage, so
mechanic
feel free
that
to
was in
jump in however high you
Titanfall.
want.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
So you can
Okay.
run vertically, and your character does one final hop by the time she gets to the top of the wall or top of whatever location. So now what you want to do is look for the best possible loot. So if your teammates are all to the right, you want to run to the left.
Well, yeah, I know
So then now
the
you
whole.
have these 3 canisters right here.
What? Oh, right there.
Yeah. Also, there's a lot of zip lines across the map as well. Obviously, you have Pathfinder, who's a character who can create their own zip line to traverse the map itself. And then to pick up loot, obviously, you see it's effortlessly as just clicking X.
Shield cell here.
And the cool thing about the attachments is that if you have a gun of that class,
Is this
the
shotgun?
attachments auto-equip to each gun. So if you see something that you want that's better, and it's like, let's say, a heavy rifle, all the heavy-based attachments will equip to that heavy weapon. And it's not just from heavies at all either. So if you hold that, it switches your barrel for you, and then it drops down the previous one. Now run back to that other capsule, the one to the right. Now if you hold X on that that gun to the left, or just look at it, it shows you what's going to attach to. No, you gotta
Well, I know, but this is a shotgun. Is that a shotgun?
Yeah, it's a shotgun. I was just trying to show you the that mechanic of auto swapping. Also, if you press start, you can still. It has an auto run feature. Not everybody knows.
That's
There's
cool.
a purple backpack right there too. So now hold on. Before you pick, before you pick it up. Now look at that and press right bumper. So now you ping it, and then it tells you, and then your teammates can run over in case that they need a backpack.
Yeah, he needs it.
Now press start one more time, but don't run. Now you see how you have that you can go to the attachment on your hemlock.
Right.
The barrel. Sorry. And then that'll tell you to remove, but it tells you right there. This can't transfer to the VK.
Okay.
But if you had a gun of, let's say, the hemlock's class, you'd be able to switch over that barrel from one gun to the next.
Okay.
So again, it takes at least, I say, 2 seconds all from adjusting or switching your attachments from one gun to the next. So the game is all about mobility and just being quick off the punch. That to me is the best shotgun in the game. One of the best guns in the game, especially with the attachment that you have on it. You have an attachment that works for that gun if you wanted to use it. You have the shotgun choke, which is purple. It adds charge up method to the gun, so it takes, I think, maybe 3 seconds to fully charge, and then a full charge shot makes it probably one of the most deadliest shotguns in the game, the deadliest weapons in the game up close.
Skull piercer.
And that's for a longbow and a wingman, so it also tells you what gun it's for.
Thanks.
And as you've seen right there, you can thank them when they give you things.
Make sure you thank the bus driver. Sensitivity's way
Also,
too high.
press left on the directional pad if you want to switch the rate of fire of your gun. So if you have a 3-round burst and you want to switch it to single, you can do that too.
Oh fuck.
It's changed like
Wait,
that.
what?
Yeah,
What?
I
What?
saw that part.
You can change rate of fire in this game?
Each
Apparently.
gun can. What happened?
No, he's asking. He didn't realize you could change rate of fire.
Yes, you didn't know either.
What's this? This is single and this is
No
auto.
No
Okay.
wonder he has like 400 kills.
So
and I
now,
only have, like,
what
12.
you're doing now is called we call it a done goofed. You have 2 guns of the same ammo type, and most of the times you don't want to do that. Now, your quicker players are not gonna. They're gonna run either a SMG or an auto rifle and a shotgun as their backup.
Say one.
That's
We're
what I do.
outside this ring.
Well, I run a shotgun and a light machine gun.
You have this equipped? Oh, okay.
That is your
Knockdown
knockdown
shield.
shield. So when you
Level
get dropped, you're able to press right trigger, and your character will pull up a shield. Now, if you have the legendary version of that knockdown shield,
Right.
you'd auto revive yourself. Well, not auto revive, but you'd be able to pick yourself up.
You can
if
revive
got
yourself.
Thanks.
Down. Yeah, you need that too.
Oh yeah.
So now, like I said before, you have a common drop, which is the white, which is only the 2-star armor pad. What Snoop has on him is the blue, which is the uncommon, and it gives you 3 bars. And the higher your tier, the better the armor pack is for you. And then now when you come to full speed and momentum, you can sustain that by pressing B, and then it'll make you slide. And then that's great, especially for sliding around corners, because it doesn't give a person a chance to react.
Oh, he's just checking the map. Okay.
But each character, like I said before, is very unique in the abilities that they have. So the Pathfinder right now in this instance would be able to show you where the next circle is going to be
Okay.
without actually having to do anything else. That's his passive.
I have my ult. Do you want me to use that?
Yeah. Use
Yeah.
your ult. With flatline, you gotta use it as you just press left bumper. There you go.
Calling in a lifeline package.
So now I've seen these be used in very smart ways, I guess you can say. Somebody,
As bait.
you can use them as bait, or you can use them as user created cover.
Oh, that's nice.
You get first dibs, man. It's yours.
And then now when they open the door, yeah, slide.
The hell is that? Oh, 2 times?
That's
It's a
so-
2 and a 4.
Oh,
Take
he
that.
take
There
it?
you go.
Take it.
Yeah, no, you
Now,
can take it.
mostly what's supposed to happen with this is how I play with my friends. Whoever is lifeline always has first dibs.
Yeah, that's what he just said to me.
Yeah, on their loot drops. But
That's nice.
some instances you have people who just don't.
Go for it.
They just go for it, especially if it's something that they want.
I think
like
I think
a
our
yellow
other
shield.
guy took that scope unless you did.
No, I think he did, but that's okay with me. Just because
Yeah, he sniped it.
I'm usually better with the 1-times.
Yeah, I
How's
don't
that?
go more than a
Supply
2.
bin there.
The
That man
best
had
to
no
me
idea.
is the variation scopes for the 2 and the 4, and those I put on the
Inbound.
sniper rifles.
Ooh, supply ship coming.
Those are the jump pads
northeast.
that I was talking about before. So if you want to just mess around and jump on that, you can. I, however, use those to survey whatever area to see if I see anybody running. And then if I do, I'm able to ping and let people know, okay, we have a group over here. But that's how I use the jump pads, not only just to get across the map faster, but to also see if there's anybody in my immediate area that I need to be worried about.
Shotgun ammo here.
So now, moving forward, when you're playing this on the PC, again, like I said, you get shot from the left.
Ooh, we got enemies.
You have a yellow legendary shield, you know. So they have a Gibraltar. Now you can press right, you can press right bumper to start letting people know.
Damn.
Nice down.
Come out, Armando.
Now the thing about the knockdown shields, which is very, very beneficial, is that if you have somebody that's skilled enough, they would be crouching behind you to use
I think that's what he is right now. I'm not
your
too
knockdown shield as he got shot from the right.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those two things.
I could have sworn I switched to the full auto one. Unless it shoots just super slow.
Which gun were you using?
I could have sworn I was using like the thing that looks like a P90. At least that's what I pulled out.
Okay.
Oh, you're watching
Yeah.
it now?
Yeah, you switched to it.
But like it wasn't full autoing. As it should have. Return to lobby? Yeah.
He's booted
So
me
as you
back
can
to the
see,
main
the
screen.
action is
That's
very,
lame.
very quick.
Yeah, I heard them, but I was like, oh, it's the like the other guy, the third guy,
Yeah.
because I knew aggro was.
Well, the thing
Looting.
about the tracker is that he's supposed to be providing you all the information. So you got an Apex pack. If you want to just open that real quick. So now these are the loot drops or supply drops. These are actually in game too. So not only do you see him here for opening the Apex, maybe it is probably better for just calling them Apex. Like I don't know what those things are called, but it makes sense to call them Apex now. So the Apex, that little robot that you just used to get the character skins, are actually in the game as well.
Okay.
They provide you with the specialty drops like the mystery box from Blackout or the additional loot drops.
Yeah, if you see one,
If you see one, you break it open and then it pops out armors, anything of rarity. So if it's purple, it can be anything from an attachment all the way to an armor item that you can utilize.
Okay. I mean, I'm down with going with Lifeline again. It's just, I don't know. I think get used to the game.
I got first pick.
Oh, you got first pick, whatever. That's cool. Nice.
Yeah.
So now Bloodhound is great because he's a tracker, so he can tell you somebody has been killed here like 2 seconds before. He can see players' footsteps on the map, and his ult, he enrages and he gets faster, but then everybody who's
This
in
is
his
gonna be
area
a
is
good
visible
fight.
to him.
Gotcha.
Pathfinder, I find to me personally be the most useless character out of all of them, besides Mirage, if I must say so myself.
And the movability, I guess. Sort of.
He can traverse. Yeah, he is mobile, but I still am on my fence about him being the most mobile character in the game. I really do think that it is Wraith, but
On the Jump Master? Okay.
The
so now
Jump
you can
Master.
select whatever location that you want to go.
is ever the third to pick the character?
I say we land here.
I think he was second. No, he was third. He was third. However, it changes. It's not
Okay.
always the third person.
Always the third.
No.
Is that a guy? Is that a bad guy? No.
No.
Do I just press X to go?
Yeah. Hold X to launch, and then now you're in control of where people go.
Is he saying over there or this one?
Whoever. No,
I think he was saying this one.
You pinged that one.
Okay.
So then now he wants to jump somewhere else. So
I
he's
got
separated
straight
from
down.
you guys.
He went straight down?
Yeah.
We need to stay together.
Yeah.
So now this is Marketplace, which has good loot, and then it tells you right then and there at the top left corner whenever you get into a different area what the rarity is in that area. So right now, the best that you can get is a blue, but that's not always the case. So right now you found probably.
Fire. Reload.
You getting shot at?
Yeah.
Opening fire on the enemy.
Nice knockdown.
First blood.
Hold X. Hold X on that character.
The whole decks.
Yeah. So now this is the character's finished.
There's another guy around here.
And now finishing them instantly drops them, and you bypass the knockdown shield. So you want to heal yourself, and then press start to see if you have.
There's still someone
Don't
here.
take their body armor because
Wait
you
for
have
my
a better.
cooldown.
You just want to take that shield battery to your top left, to your right now. I think it's still there. Oh, somebody took it.
Yeah.
Well, you use shield batteries to replenish your armor.
Yeah, I thought I mean, I guess I just missed him, but whatever.
I need
You had a couple bad shots.
Well, no, I mean, like, I didn't know that he was in the same building. I have to get used to it.
Just came right in.
Well, that's the one thing I
Scanning
need them to
the
fix
area.
too. I don't know
No
Harold, if
hostiles in the
you've seen
area.
that too.
Alright, good.
The audio for footsteps, to me,
It's a little,
it's off.
Yeah.
Like at times it can sound like if they're not next to you at all, even though they are. However,
I don't play.
I heard
just play with the
Zipline.
regular
Oh,
audio
yeah, that
on
was
headphones.
that's
That
the
was
other guy.
me.
even in headphones, like I have Turtle Beaches, I can't. It's like I can't hear footsteps all that well.
Okay.
But it's not even just in this game too. PUBG to me also has
Helmet.
Yeah, just like that.
bad. Yeah.
I mean, Fortnite, you just don't know if they're up or down.
Level 1.
That's interesting.
Well,
Yeah,
it sounds
the
like they're
having trouble
wearing
with the
cement
sound.
shoes.
Just give my shields a recharge.
So
So now you had a
I haven't
shield
had
cell
that issue yet.
that replenishes
Okay.
1 bar at a time. Shield battery replenishes the whole time.
And then like a Phoenix
I mean,
thing, just heal
and Phoenix-
health and
Yeah, Phoenix is the
Yeah,
best
just
one that
both.
you want. It gives you health and also gives you full shields. But it also takes the longest to replenish out of all of them. Now, if you have a legendary chest piece, if you finish what you did with that little dance move that she did, you can replenish, I think, your health back and possibly armor. I'm not too sure. I don't do the finishing abilities because it takes too much time and a person can kill you to interrupt it.
right.
So in that instance, I wanted you to at least showcase, you know, what it looks like and how long it takes. Like if his other squad mates were there, you probably would have gotten down. Do you use the shotguns at all?
Not too much. The Peacemaker, probably the only one.
Peacemaker,
Because I feel that their range isn't really worth it. It doesn't give you that much damage. You have to be like right next to them.
but when you are right next to them, it works
does.
wonders.
Yeah.
I use the shotgun as the final circle approaches because at that point everybody is in the shotgun's range.
Yeah. If you're trying to like raid a room or something, like
Yeah,
I've snuck
especially
up on
with
like
the
2
choke.
people and just like blasted them with the Peacemaker and just like
It hurts.
Yeah.
I use my loadout. My key loadout is Spitfire and then Peacekeeper.
Never.
Oh, I see enemies. I see
The
enemies.
Spitfire is
So like rare drops or snipers. I feel like I never find any sniper rifles.
really.
Yeah.
Well,
Never.
a lot of people use a scout rifle as a sniper rifle. When to me it doesn't make any sense to because it doesn't do as much
The
damage.
G.
The G7 Scout.
Yeah.
The G7 Scout to me
That's
is
everywhere.
best equipped with at least a Super 4X scope. Don't use it in long range combat unless you're confident in hitting all those shots.
Mid
But
to long.
yeah, the bullet drop in the game. There is also bullet drop too with the sniper rifles. Oh, actually, all guns have bullet drop. Yes. But
Oh, yeah, no fall damage.
oh yeah, there's absolutely no fall damage in this game, and player ults can't hurt them.
Yeah.
That's a race behind you, behind you, behind you, behind you.
Contact with target. I am taking fire. Making
You
contact
right?
with enemy.
Just down to
Hostile right
That's Bobby. Let Bobby take his battle pass. So hold X over the body, and just keep that on your person now, and then just go help Bob.
Is he still around you, Bobby? Oh,
I'm getting shot at.
Yeah, he's over here.
See you left.
they're across the street as well.
Make that left. Go in that, yeah.
I'm tracking one guy.
So now you and Bobby have a chance to either be tactical or to retreat. Retreating might be best in this situation because it's 3 against 2.
Yeah, let's,
And
Well, right now we're tracking
There's
one.
a
They're
spawn
across the
point over
street.
yeah. So
We
now
can
what
look
you
at
want to
this
do
Looks
is
like
you
a
can
care
either bring
package
back
is
your
coming in.
opponent
that.
Big
or
time.
run to a safer area.
Someone traveled through here.
So yeah,
right over here.
all the lights that you see like that, the green is more information that
That's
is
the
added
respawn.
to the map. So this is a respawn station.
Good.
So you could bring him back. Now, just because you have
Cover
the
me.
battle card doesn't mean that Bobby has to bring him back. I mean that you have to bring him back. Your other teammates can as well.
I guess we're good.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, he's dropping in, yeah. So he's gonna have no weapons.
Oh, that's why we have to like.
Yeah, he's gonna come down naked, so you have to protect him, but you can leave other things around to allow him to pick things up. So you can get up there by holding X on the
There's a
wall.
care package over here.
There you go.
Oh wait, I also have this. Wherever he is.
Here's your birthday present.
Scanning the area.
Care package has been opened.
Hostile right here.
Also, that won't kill you if the wind on it. If it lands on you, it'll just push you back.
Hostile close.
I only have a pistol right now. Got him. Got it.
Whole squad down.
Nicely done.
Trap the enemy.
Thank you. Body shield, blue body shield.
You can take it if you want to
I
because
already have one. Oh, Phoenix kit.
it replenishes your body shield.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, so you don't have to waste shield batteries. You can always take an opponent person's. Yeah, see, it'll
Oh,
give
sweet.
you.
Here.
Go back and take that helmet too, if you want it.
Oh,
He
you
had a
have
blue
it?
helmet.
Oh, he had a blue helmet.
Yeah. Right there.
I need a new weapon.
So now his box is going to turn yellow, letting you know that he has a legendary drop on his item, on his person,
Yeah.
which is again more information that you. This game is consistent information across the board that other BRs don't have.
Okay.
So every time you see a death box like that and it's lit up a certain color, it's letting you know there's something on him of rarity. So purples and golds is what you want to look for. So in him, that gold was a turbocharger, which is what me and Harold were talking about earlier. That is designed for your the devotion, a light machine gun.
Okay.
Because the first 5 shots of the devotion comes out as a single shot weapon, but then after that its RPM start to pick up and it shoots much faster. But with the turbocharger, the first initial shot is the slowest. Everything after that is sped up.
So, I think you said something about like charging up the Peacekeeper.
Yes.
Is that a thing?
Yes, you need to have what is called the precision choke, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's a purple drop that is specifically for the wingman. No, the triple take and the peacemaker.
Trust in the All-Father.
So if you find that, that is gold.
Giving my shields a recharge.
Jason.
Right, right.
Half the squad for me.
But he's chasing him apparently. So I'm going for it.
Yeah, I got my ult going.
We good? What's the matter?
I think your refrigerator's running.
Oh yeah, it shakes.
I gotta go catch that.
Yeah, I thought somebody was shooting, so I was like, somebody shooting at Tyler?
Marking our surroundings.
I'm still on her.
You are?
Yep.
Contact with hostile. Contact.
So 10 squads left.
Oh yeah.
2 kills.
So you have 2 kills. Oh, the more kills you get, so let's say right now, oh, there's a guy behind you.
Double ping.
They're shooting you from on top of the bones, but the bullets can't pass through that cloth. It's like some super material. That is the Bangalores ult.
I'll get inside. Get inside.
Get inside. You don't want to get hit by those.
Fuck!
Look at the shotgun.
2 in here?
Yeah.
I'm gonna finish you. But see, I got interrupted.
Yeah. And she should be almost dead too. I hit 90 on her. No shield, I think. I don't know. She's on the stairs. Another person in here. One's upstairs now. He's about to jump down, maybe. Yep.
Nice knock.
One's upstairs. Last one's upstairs. Oh, I guess one's outside. I guess as well. Nice, nice. I have a Phoenix kit, so
No, throw down your
throw my healer.
Yeah.
They're coming in.
Oh,
You guys got third party.
There's like 2 or 3 squads.
oh my God.
Nicely done. No, that was a good round.
Yeah, we tried.
But so far, like you can see, the game
Yeah.
gives you consistent information depending on the characters. Again, when you have a Wraith, she to me is very viable because if there's snipers in the area, she'll alert.
Right.
Hey, it sounds weird in a person's headset because it goes, I think somebody's looking at me, or like something crazy. It's another voice, and then you can tell your squad by pressing down on the directional pad. Hey, somebody's looking at me.
Alright, well, that was fun, man. I have to get ready for work. Good luck with the rest of your stream.
Oh, well, thank you.
We'll
Thanks
be,
for joining.
We'll be talking again soon. Yeah, no
Of
problem,
course.
anytime. Yeah, good luck, have fun, and talk to you guys later.
Cool. Thanks. Peace out. And then I can go.
Thank you, Grind. If you guys ever want to check
No
out his
problem,
stream as
Mr.
well,
Goldman.
he also is an avid streamer on Twitch, Grind Gaming or Grind.
If only we could somehow link to this,
To what?
to his stream.
I mean, it's in the chat, but at the same time.
Can I, like, not leave my group? Leave the party? Now I'll just mute myself. That's why I get to hear people. Well, I guess we'll play one more.
Yeah.
Try the Wraith.
You can pretty much try out whatever character you want. Wraith, yeah, but if you want to see what it looks like to be more of a because you're a support character, so you have defense, you have tracker. Hopefully they add more characters, and I think that they're planning
Yeah,
to,
they should.
because there's only one tracker, whereas there is only actual one healer, but there is another support character who is Pathfinder, but he has a healing symbol next to him when he doesn't heal at all.
Right.
He just provides support-based things on the map, which is cool and all, but you would want more, somebody that is more viable. So like I said, your 2 staples of your team are going to be Gibraltar, who's the tank, and Lifeline, who is your healer. And then anybody else can come in and, supplement that. Yeah.
So do Wraith?
It's up to you.
With the right moves, they'll take this win.
Yeah, what kind of abilities and kind of
to see if all
playstyle.
those
Like if you
drills
want
have
to
paid
use
off.
somebody who's more,
I see what the problem was before. Is that I didn't realize it's the bar right above your thing. I thought it was the whole bar.
no, it's the bar above. And then in that bar on your name, above your slot, whatever, you can also, if you pick the wrong character, it's not finalized. You have until the end of that bar to back out and pick somebody else.
Gotcha. That's pretty cool.
So now you have Bangalore and Bloodhound. Bangalore is very good for tactical movement as well, much like Wraith, because she can dish out smoke. But if you have the 2 of those characters together, it's a deadly combination because you can put the smoke out, put a portal inside, and then travel from one end to the other. Also with Wraith, you can stack her abilities, unlike other characters. So with her, your left bumper puts you in a corporeal state. You're still able to be tracked through the map, but you can't be shot at or take damage, and you can't shoot out. So if you want to first you use your ult, which is left and right bumper, and then after using your ult, she'll run around with her hands sticking out, and then when she's doing that, you can press left bumper again, and then she would stack her corporeal state on that. So they just see the trail, but not necessarily you placing your portal somewhere else. I didn't know you could do that. I mean, that'd be kind of cool. I'll try that out later on.
Like every time I've just been like having to place it myself, like only here. But
I'm like stuttering or whatever.
Maybe holding it again.
just like you toss it and it just like I guess an A thing comes up or
First
something.
blood.
We'll
Tastes
find
like
out, I
victory.
guess. That'd be kind of cool to kind of like
Body shield
have
here.
team movement.
Level 1.
Yeah.
But normally,
You
if
don't have to eat, like
I don't mind being in the fight, because even if I'm not in the fight, I'm always giving my teammates an area out. You know,
Is it
for-
supposed to be like this, where I'm just like stuttering around a little bit? You see
No.
that?
Oh, it's a glitch that happens. So what you want to do to fix this glitch, hit a jump pad. So look around real quick for the balloons in the sky.
My shields are recharged.
So there's only one in front of you. So that might be in a line of fire, but you want to use...
enemy.
There's an enemy there. Press left bumper, and then you can run out of there.
Off the mic. I'm spotted.
Reloading. Killed an enemy.
Good job.
So now the cool thing is if a person gets down and their teammate takes the kill,
Eyes are
they
open
don't. If you down the person, your teammate doesn't get credit for it. You do. They just get credit for the assists.
Oh, and my teammate. My bad.
There's no friendly fire.
Healing up. Eyes are open.
Yeah,
now.
so there might as well be friendly fire. So yeah, to fix this glitch, you want to hit a rappel or a jump pad,
Gotcha.
because it kind of breaks it because of how fast you're going. That could be a hot take also, because not that many people know that using the jump pads fix the glitch.
Putting a backpack on fix the glitch, maybe? Yeah. Maybe?
No, I can see it breaking frames.
Okay.
So you want that backpack? Yeah, it's too. And then press right bumper to ping it in case. your
Backpack
teammates
here.
want
Level 2.
That's over there, though.
New kill leader.
it. That's the
Watch
only
your
one.
six.
So you might want to use it to fix it, because in a firefight you might be. Actually, try and use that rappel rope to your left. There's a rappel right there on top of that roof.
Thanks.
To your left.
Healing my wound.
You don't have hops, Tyler. You can wall run, yeah, and then try and rappel.
Might be better.
Nah, I can still see it. You're probably better off just running to the jump pad right now.
Body shields here. Level 1.
I mean, it's way better than when I started. I'll tell you that right now.
Have you also found that people like to follow you around?
It's hard. I mean, they like to stick together.
I know, but it's like so annoying because I'll be trying to do something real quick. Like, I like to scout ahead.
Yeah, trying to like sneak around enemies. And,
Well,
like,
not just
play
that.
them.
Again, with the increase of information, I want to make sure that nobody's in my immediate area. But because my graphics card, my card pops up, everybody goes, "Oh my God, you have mad kills," and I'm like, "Yeah, but don't follow
Just
me."
don't-
Like, I can do stupid things
Just, like,
because
stay in the area, but like.
yeah, like if I call you and I need help, like come help me.
Watch my back. Just don't.
But that's just my whole style of play, is that I give my, like, I'll tell anybody who I'm talking, who has a mic or a headset,
Give me a second.
hey, look, don't
Recharge
follow
your
me
shields.
because I'm going to scout ahead. Now, if you want to try and use her portal real quick, you can. So press left and right bumper at the same time to access it. And then when you'll see it, like, she'll activate it, she'll
What are we
make a
doing?
noise.
Oh, she's... I don't know what we're doing.
You're just being idle. Most people stay put to see where the circle's gonna be at, but for you, this is your point. You can move your team forward while, like, say if you were in a tighter situation, or circle or whatever, you can move your team forward by pressing left and right bumper, triggering your ult, and then going corporeal, running out of the room and running towards like the edge of the circle or into another building. That way, you alleviate your team from being in the line of fire or the line of sight, pretty much. So it's like, hey, I have a wraith running from point A to point B. So that's a level 2 med kit. They don't have a level 3 or a level 4, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
It's just level 2.
kit.
Yeah.
Care package being
So
delivered.
think of your team is getting shot at.
Let's go this way.
What are we doing?
Healing my wounds.
You guys are getting shot at.
Fuck.
I've been.
What the fuck am I doing?
Reloading.
Confirmed kill.
What's alive?
Still one more person.
Confirmed kill.
Also, you don't want to use your thirst because you thirsting. Not saying that it was your fault, but it was your teammate's fault for trying to get that kill on the ground. I wouldn't have done that.
I gotcha.
I would have waited because those two teammates are giving information to that other person. Granted, but now what's happening is you two were down in that situation, and she has smoke grenades. So she could have blanketed this whole area with smoke,
Taking a moment to recharge.
either ran or
Patching myself up.
you know, just took the situation a lot differently. Like I would have popped my smoke just to give my two down teammates cover so you guys weren't getting shot at. And if I wasn't going to do that, and let's say if I was panicking, I would have ulted that way to clear them out of that area because nobody wants to stay in that ult because of the damage that it does.
Half the squads remain.
So now what you can do is press left and right bumper when you get a chance so you can see how the ult works in a second.
Well, will it destroy my shit?
What do you mean?
Need to recharge
Like, is
my
it gonna
shields.
screw up what I'm doing?
Huh.
Healing my wounds.
Just press left and right bumper, and then you'll able to run around. But you can also make it so that let's say you can get up there with your ult. So press left and right bumper.
It's creating like a.
Is you're creating a rift, so it gives your teammates time to travel faster.
Okay. Should I save it for a fight though?
I mean, it's up to you because it's
You should know how to use it. Before.
yeah, it's not a fighting mechanic unless you make it to be, but you have to be aware that you guys can go through it, but so can the enemy.
Gotcha.
So I don't use it for that sake. I use it. That's a precision choke for that shotgun, not that one, but the Peacekeeper.
Gotcha.
So that's what I was talking about before. It can be used offensively, but
okay.
don't use it offensively because it can be used on you offensively, and you're creating this as, you know, you're giving pretty much the back door to your other team, to the other team to get to yours.
Right.
What's cool about that is those banners change frequently, so it's just a screen.
Who's over the top?
Whoever is the top teams, like the most kills, it shows them. But right now it's showing you he's the champion of the map, so he has a win on him from last round.
Okay.
And it ported over to this. So right now it's telling you with that character, he has 0 kills in this match, but he has 6 kills overall for playing as Mirage. Now, if you're the room's champion, you get a 500 XP bonus put on your head. And now if you are the kill leader, you get a 500 XP bonus put on your head. So you can make upwards of 1,000 XP every match going after, you know, whoever the targets are.
Right.
Syringe
But
here.
yeah, a lot of people use Wraith to flank, but my assertion is don't flank with Wraith because, like I said, it's if you're playing against very savvy or like great, you know, smart people, they're gonna use your ult against you.
Right.
They're gonna track you, because again, the game gives information. So you going corporeal makes it so that you pull out like a little chemtrail, and people can find that and watch you phase back in. And once you phase back in, they can shoot you. You're not completely invisible. You just can't take damage for a couple of seconds.
Right.
And which a lot of people don't know is that if Bangalore or Gibraltar throws down their ult and you don't have time to get out of that ult, you can literally enter into your Wraith mode and bypass all the grenades and stuff that are on the map.
This is just a shotgun again?
It's the same one you have.
Yeah.
Alright.
Anything that takes those red bullets is a shotgun. Thanks, Bob. Have fun at work, I guess.
See ya. Five squads left. Another.
And then they'll tell you again, it's all about information. So you'll have somebody in your team that'll say, hey, we're down to a third of the way, or 5 squads left, or half the servers left. Like, they'll throw out different tidbits like that to give you additional information again. So pretty much the game's giving you tools to win. It's just reliant upon your player skill. And then people say, well, it's armor versus armor, which I don't really believe that it is at that point. If you're
Breaks quick.
that, and it's locked based off of your skill, because you can knock a person with gold armor. They're not invincible at all, depending on what guns you're utilizing. Like if you're using high rate of fire weapons, then you can chip at a gold armor plate very fast. Like that instance right there, that her having to take the zip line, that's your job to bypass that.
Okay.
So you don't want to, again, put your teammates in comfortable situations where they can get shot at. You want to make it so that they can traverse from one side of the map to the next without taking any damage, because you don't want to utilize, and how I feel, you don't want to use any of your healing mats when you don't have to.
Right.
So in a case like that, you two could have gotten shot at, one of you could have gotten knocked, and then now that's somebody on the other side of that mic cursing you out because you could have got them there without somebody being knocked. And trust me, I've had my blunders where I used my ult and then there was like people in the room with me, and then my team jumped in and it was just like, oh my god, you got us killed. But again, that's not having the information from a bloodhound to say, hey look, there's people in this building.
Yeah.
You know.
Pop up the map real quick. Just
Taking a moment to heal.
it's coming down.
Yeah. So now again, if it was me playing, what I would have done, what I'm doing right now is I'm popping ult, I'm putting us into those buildings inside the circle,
Medkit here.
and having my teammates stay back and letting them know coast is clear. So that's the type of Wraith that you don't necessarily see because everybody's using her abilities for offense.
We're fighting it.
And again, I'm saying to you, it's not what you want to do, especially in team-based situations.
All those things that, like with the circle, that
Means that you
can throw
can't
those
use.
out.
Yeah.
The purple like scopes.
Because you don't have a snipe. You can do it again because you have other things that are red too.
Well, yeah, but I don't have anything I need to trade.
It's not about trading as much as why have it in your inventory if you don't need it,
Let's go this
you know?
way.
Yeah.
Just in case.
So should I use my ult now?
With that.
It's up to you. At this point, you guys are already running to the jump pad.
It's gonna be closer. There's gonna get more and more people.
Somebody's on the jump pad.
The ring is close.
It's not gonna happen.
Time graces us.
Also, a lot of third partying happens in this game too because people want to get rid of top guns very quickly. Also, to be a champion of the round, you'd have to win the previous match before, but I think the whole squad has to be there, or at least the
Okay.
person who's responsible, if I'm not
Like
mistaken,
most ones, or
for the
most
wins.
kills.
Not necessarily the most kills. Like, I think what I believe it might be, I'm still trying to figure out what determines it,
Oh,
because there was times where I've won a map and I wasn't champion,
Okay. But then, something before it did better than you or something.
But that's my because I had 17
Heads up.
kills
Care package
with like
coming in.
2,000 damage
Yeah.
dished out on the map, but I didn't get
The
the champion status. And it was the same squad that I was playing with the round before.
Yeah.
You know?
Weird. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out all these little things as well, like what picks what.
Okay, so what's the blue thing on the map right now?
What blue thing? That's a drop coming.
Okay.
Some rare loot.
Yeah, like PUBG would be the plane flying in. In Fortnite, it would be the balloons dropping down. In this, it's a drop pod, but it shows you exactly where it's gonna drop. And then now, this is I love this game for the fact that not everybody goes after the supply drops because the base guns are so good,
Yeah, they're good enough that you don't need.
especially with the different type of attachment.
I
Yeah.
Setting a portal. Set the portal.
Being aimed at.
Void running.
So they knew where you were because you're not invisible.
Let's move here.
Yeah, I see that.
And that you don't want to hit. That's gas grenade trap. So you have every time you see those, you have to shoot those because if you don't,
Oh, well, we wiped the unit.
2 enemy squads live.
so now there's 3 squads left. So this can be anything from 3v3v3 to 3v2v1 or yeah 1v1v1.
Yeah, that was just me being an idiot. Because I went like, okay, there's one guy, and then nope, there's not one guy. There's like 3.
There's never one guy.
Yeah.
Can I use? There we go.
Give me a sec. Recharging shield.
Yeah, I like after a certain point, it says question marks of like how many players are left.
Because they don't, and people hate that, and I'm like, why? I don't want them to know. Yeah, I don't want to be, because if it's one, if I'm the last person in my squad, I don't want people to know it's, that many people left.
We'll get he had a better knockdown shield.
Somebody probably took it already. Oh yeah, right there.
Body shields here. Level 1. Half a minute. Ring is near.
Did he have like a sniper rifle?
Might be something good.
You know what's
this
crazy too that I realized is that if your teammate
10 seconds. The ring's close.
picks up a better armor piece than he has, right?
way. Might be something
It
good this way.
from taking out another squad, it replenishes your shield by picking up the previous person's armor piece that you just dropped.
Yeah, it's usually just like better.
If it's
Or
better
equal.
and or equal, but if your teammate drops one,
This way.
You don't get anything.
you
right?
don't get
Yeah.
anything from it.
Let's
The
go
only
this
thing you
way.
pick up from your teammates is their like pack, right? They're to revive them.
Say it again.
The only thing you can pick up from your teammate when they die is to revive them, right? Or can you steal their loot as well?
No, you can take their loot if they're down and out. It's on your left.
Where the fuck did he go?
He dropped down. So you can heal him now, or at this
1
point you
second.
can
We got
open a
this.
portal to reposition him and heal him outside of the fight. So those are the uses of the So he has a presence, so you want to be careful with him. He's picking up the team. Press left bump, press left on the direction pad to throw down. Yeah, you gotta do it. And then come from behind him.
Oh, fuck off.
He was looking at you.
What I was gonna tell you to do was press left on the directional, right on the directional pad to take the incendiary grenade. Because if you throw the incendiaries, it crawls over whatever you throw it at. So you would have been able to stop him from picking her up.
Grenades. I don't like how you got taken out. It's just something you gotta get used to. Like you have to actually. take
Well,
out
that's
the
why
grenades.
I liked PUBG better than the other one because it's not an instant throw.
Yeah.
Like that to me has always been too cheesy in essence
Grab it and just toss
because
it.
you can just quickly toss it out, and I don't think you should be able
Oh,
to.
third party. Their team's getting third party right now.
See, these are now what you have right here is the person who's, and that's not something that you would want to do in that situation because that put too much attention on where he was by trying to take out that other person's drop.
Yeah.
So in that situation, it was a 1v1. It was a 1v1 situation. So he thought, let me take out the person that's down, not wait, where's the other person where his teammate is at.
Right.
So that's what you got to look out for when you're playing these kind of games, is that if somebody's making the right decision. And in that case, that wasn't a smart decision because I would have waited. Let's see who comes out of this body, out of this. Yeah, that way I can heal up, put my shield back, and then engage that person.